In Formula One, nothing stays the same for long. One race weekend can change a driver's career. One upgrade can change a team's future. And one rumor can completely shake the entire paddock. And right now, the F1 world is louder than ever. Because a new name is suddenly rising inside the spotlight. Kimi Antonelli, the young Mercedes talent, who not long ago was seen as a future project, is now being talked about in a completely different way. Not just a rookie. Not just a learning driver, but someone who could potentially become part of a championship battle in the near future. Mercedes has been rebuilding for seasons now. After their dominant era, the team faced inconsistency, performance gaps, and strategic struggles. But something is changing. The car feels more competitive again. The development direction looks stronger. And most importantly, the young talent inside the team is showing real confidence. Antonelli's driving style is aggressive but controlled, late braking into corners, strong exit speed, and a growing ability to fight wheel-to-wheel with experienced drivers. That combination is rare for a young driver, and that is exactly why fans and analysts are starting to ask a serious question: Mercedes quietly preparing its next championship contender? Because in Formula One, talent alone is not enough. You need timing, machinery, and opportunity. And right now, Mercedes seems to be aligning all three slowly again. But while Mercedes is rising, the rest of the grid is not standing still. At the front, the pressure is intense. Red Bull Racing, the team that has dominated recent seasons, is still strong, still competitive, still dangerous. But Formula One is always full of long-term planning and constant evaluation. And that is where rumors start to appear. In the background of F1 discussions, one name is often mentioned in future speculation conversations: Oscar Piastri. One knows a young, fast, and highly consistent driver who has already proven his potential in Formula One. But it is extremely important to be clear. There is no official confirmation of any team switch or replacement plan. These are purely rumors and speculative discussions that circulate in motorsport media and fan communities. Still, they exist because Formula One is not just about today's performance. It's also about future planning. Every top team always considers multiple scenarios: driver contracts, performance trends, long-term stability. Everything is constantly reviewed behind the scenes. And that brings us to the most important name in the Red Bull story: Max Verstappen. A driver who has defined an era of dominance in modern Formula One. A multiple-time world champion, a benchmark for performance, and a key pillar of Red Bull Racing's success. That is why any rumor connected to Red Bull instantly spreads across the F1 community. Because Verstappen is not just a driver. He is the center of one of the most dominant projects in recent F1 history. But again, it must be clearly stated, there is no official indication of any immediate change or confirmed replacement scenario. Still, fans love speculation because Formula One thrives on uncertainty. And right now, the combination of rising Mercedes performance, young driver hype, and Red Bull dominance creates the perfect environment for discussion. Let's break down why this topic is trending so heavily. First, Antonelli's rise. Every time a young driver shows speed in junior categories or early F1 exposure, fans immediately compare them to future champions. Mercedes has a history of developing elite drivers, so naturally expectations rise quickly. Second, Red Bull's dominance. When one team stays at the top for too long, fans start imagining what could break that dominance, and that leads to constant rumors, comparisons, and speculation. Third, the Piastri factor. Oscar Piastri is one of the most promising young talents on the grid, so any future-focused conversation naturally includes his name. But Formula One reality is very different from social media hype. Behind the scenes, everything is carefully planned. Teams do not make sudden emotional decisions. Drivers are protected by contracts, and performance cycles are evaluated over long periods, not just one season. Still, the excitement exists because fans are always thinking ahead. What will happen next season? Who will rise? Who will fall? And who will become the next world champion? That is the beauty of Formula One. It is not just a sport. It is a constantly evolving story. And right now, we are in one of those phases where the next chapter is slowly being written. Mercedes is rebuilding. Red Bull is maintaining dominance. Young drivers are rising. And rumors are filling the gaps between reality and imagination. But one truth always remains in Formula One. Performance on track is the only thing that truly decides everything. Not rumors, not predictions, not social media discussions, only lap times, consistency, and race results. As the season continues, all eyes will remain on the grid, on every upgrade, on every race weekend, and on every young driver trying to make a name for themselves, because in Formula One, everything can change in a single moment. And that is exactly why fans never stop watching EL8K and subscribe my YouTube channel, Global Formula Apex.